Hey everybody, it's John Adams with Modern Design Aquascaping, and I am here today to talk about two things. Number one, how much does a waterfall cost, and also what affects that cost? Our professionally installed features start just south of $4,000. There's really no limit on how big they can get. So what's going to drive the cost of your water feature up? So let's get started with what's buried in the ground. So the thing you need to know in a recirculating waterfall is that the water comes down, it goes into some type of a reservoir. So the reservoir can be as small as a 100-gallon basin, basically a hard tub buried in the earth, or it can be 3,000 gallons, 30,000 gallons, 300,000 gallons. It doesn't matter. We have modular units that we can bury in the ground for a custom feature. So a lot of what's under the ground that you don't see is very important to the functionality of your waterfall. That would be cost number one. How big is your reservoir? Number two, the access to your project. How hard is it for our team to get from the street to where we're building the waterfall? Can we pull the trucks right up next to where we're working? Or do we have to move stuff all the way around, behind the house, through a gate, over a hill, sidewalks, things that are in our way that may affect our ability to get back and forth across? All of these are going to be important access items that will drive how long it takes us to build a water feature. The next thing is going to be the size of stones that you choose. Some projects we work with stones that are like this big, basketballs. Other projects we work with stones that are as big as Volkswagens. There's really no limit to what size rock we can work with, other than it's going to drive, number one, the equipment that we're going to have in order to move those rocks. Do we have to strap them individually? Can it be done with an excavator? Going to take a crane? Your desires are what's going to drive that cost up or down based on the size of the rocks that you choose. The next thing I'm going to call special needs and considerations. Anything crazy you come up with. So like not too long ago, we built a waterfall for Justin Beaver, and he's actually a beaver. So in an animal situation like that, there could be certain special needs based on what we're building the water feature for. Is it for a bear, or is it for your kids to play in the backyard? So that'll determine a lot of how complex or easy it is for us to put it together. The next thing will be your site, the actual site that we're working on. If you're working on a beautiful, nice, gentle slope, and there's a place for us to spread out soil, it's much easier for us to dig in a water feature than it is if you have a perfectly flat backyard. Maybe we have to build a retaining wall across the back, and then the waterfalls can be built up coming down towards you. So that could be another issue as to your terrain and what we have to do. Can the soil be used on site? Does it have to be hauled away? The next thing that's gonna bring me up to is the staging for your materials. So if you have a small project, and we've got 2 pallets of rocks and a bag of gravel, obviously it's not hard to stage those materials. But if we're gonna be bringing in 150 tons of boulders and you're in a neighborhood, how do those come in? We can't just bring in 5 semi-loads of rock and line them all up so that we can pick this rock and that rock and get exactly what we want. All of a sudden it becomes a logistical nightmare to bring in. We have to have these rocks first, and they can only come in on a small truck, and we got to get 20 small trucks instead of 6 big trucks. And so logistics are very important, the amount of time it actually takes to pull off a more complex project. The next thing we'll go into is your pump selection. What you want to do with your pump is the question. If it's a gentle trickling stream to bring down just a little bit of a beautiful water sound right behind your porch, or if you want something that you can open up the window in the top of your house and hear it from your bedroom at night, are you trying to drown out road noise? All of these things are going to dictate how much water flow we want to have. We want to create the right amount of sound for you. We don't want to drown your ability to have a conversation. So each one of these pumps is going to have a different power requirement, which leads us right into power. How far away you build your water feature from your current power source. Our team does not install electricity. We're kind of plug and play guys. We get an electrician to do that. It's not part of our cost. But if you have to run power for 100 yards and you've got a multitude of pumps and gadgets going on out there at your water feature, that is going to have a higher cost than if we're just doing it right off the side of the porch and you've already got an outlet there. The next thing to consider are the extras that we put into a water feature. Are we adding in driftwood accents, and how complex are those? The level of artisticness that we're going to on a particular project. We can take a given space and build a water feature that takes 50 man hours. We can take that same space and we can spend 100 man hours. So it's really how complex and intricate what we're building is based on our needs, and usually that's dictated by what you ask us for and the budget that we're given. The next thing we want to go to, are you going to have aquatic plant package? If you're going to go with an aquatic plant package, that would be an additional cost to your water feature. Are we going to put on an ion gym, automatic doser, help with your water quality, things that make maintenance of your water feature easier so that there's less stuff you actually have to do besides sit there and look at it and enjoy it. So these are extras that we could put on. Rainwater harvesting, a downspout filter, and where that downspout comes down from the gutter, we'll capture that, put it through a filter, and run it into your waterfall. So that'll make your waterfall more sustainable. Every time you get a good rain event, it fills up your water, it flushes some out, and it keeps your water levels full, so you don't have to fill it up with the hose. Mother Nature fills it up for you every time it rains. That is an add-on that you can do to your water feature that will will increase the cost. Additional landscaping or hardscaping needs. When our team finishes a water feature, it may have a little ring of mulch around the outside of it. It's ready for your landscapers. You're going to have some lawn repair to do. You may have irrigation heads that need to be moved. Are you creating patio areas or seating areas or pergolas? There's all these other elements to a more advanced landscape, and the water feature might just be one part of a bigger plan. I hope that all this information helps you understand kind of the gamut of where you can go. Continue looking through our videos. If you like what you've seen, hit the subscribe button down there. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. Give it a thumbs up if you think this video was worth a flip. We will check you out later. Thanks. Have a great one.